It's Two Dudes with Attitudes, a wrestling podcast with your boy Ryan enjoys wrestling and MWO. And this is our WWE Backlash Tampa prediction episode where we're going to predict all 5 matches for Backlash Tampa, usually the worst PLE of the year because it's right after WrestleMania. But Ryan, are you excited? They at least twisted it up a little bit with a couple add-ins of people who don't normally make PLEs. So there's that.
Yeah, I think it has potential to be a good show. The main event's going to be really strong. IYO and Asuka are going to steal the show, I think, because that should have been at WrestleMania. And they're going to show that match should have been at WrestleMania. They're going to prove that. And yeah, I think Seth and Bron, I think it's a good card from top to bottom.
I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. So let's get into it. Let's make these perfect predictions, my man.
Let's go.
Two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and the attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. A 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E, the two dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
All right. And as always, if you ever watched a Two Dudes with Attitudes prediction show, Ryan does his best to predict the exact order. I think TKO found out about this, so now they've been giving him layups by announcing the match.
I'll still get it wrong
at the start with 2 free matches on ESPN Ocho before it goes on ESPN Unlimited. But Ryan thinks he'll still get it wrong. But you ready, sir?
Yeah, I am. But before we do our predictions, actually, did you hear the news this week that Roman Reigns was leaving the WWE and going to AEW at All In with all the stuff going on with TKO? Apparently made him restructure his contract and he was not happy and his June dates got pulled and so much for him being full-time and he's gone. Did you hear that? Yeah. Like, can we
heard
stop?
It or I thought it was a fact. I thought he was already signed.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah,
I thought this was like his Bret Hart moment where he was gonna like not give up the belt but get screw jobbed as he goes, and then at the end he's gonna spell AEW.
Spoiler alert!
Before he breaks everything. Yeah,
we haven't done the prediction yet, but but man, like, what is wrong with the people, man? Like the dirt sheets and just the internet in general, just people are just run with shit, and it's absolutely insane.
You want to know the funniest thing about it is that we crap on so many journalists in other sports, all right? Like people hated Skip Bayless. People hate Stephen A. Smith. People hate so-and-so and this and that. And they think all these other like things. WWE, AEW, pro wrestling in general don't even have journalists because Sean Ross Sapp and Dave Meltzer are not journalists.
No,
they're two idiots who don't know anything. And there's a reason why they're called dirt sheets. There's a reason why every other sport in media has journalists and we have dirt sheet writers because they're not real journalists, but yet we believe everything they say. And the IWC is one of the most toxic communities in all of things that people enjoy on the internet. And it just goes with it. Like right now, like we were talking about with this whole like reaction video thing, and people are so up in arms about it because they want to blame TKO and blah, blah, blah. Have no idea that every company in the world has been doing this forever. Copyrighted material has been around since the beginning of time. But yet here we are pretending like TKO created it all of a sudden. And it's the same thing. One guy talks about how, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, a New Day, asked to have their contract redone, and it was at a 50% cut. Dave Meltzer says so. And Brian Alvarez, these two guys are the most proven wrong people in the history of the world. And not only that, they've been proven wronged so hard by showing that they didn't even do any type of research before. They get it, and they just run with it. But yet, we're going to believe it. Okay, the New Day's contract was up. That's how life, your contract is up. You renew. They're either going to offer you more or offer you less. They offered him less, so they left. I don't understand how this makes TKO. We're hating TKO for no reason on certain things. Hate them for a lot of things. They do a lot of shitty things, and they have been making pro wrestling awful for true fans. But it doesn't mean everything they do is like their thing.
Yeah.
But and it also doesn't mean that everyone. So now they're pretending that like they're going up to random wrestlers in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, you, 50%
That's the
pay cut. Hey, you, 50% pay cut. Hey, that's not what they're doing.
Roman Reigns.
It's so
Yeah.
stupid. Yes, it's so dumb.
Like they would, but just the fact that people were convinced that TKO did this to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be a reason that Backlash does over 1 million views on the ESPN app.
Yes.
Roman Reigns is going to be a reason that people tune in to watch this show, that this show even turns a profit. Roman Reigns is the guy in the WWE. And well, TKO approached him to take a 50% pay cut, and he's not happy. There were reports that his June dates got taken away, and he said he was going to be here full time, so he's not happy, and he's leaving WWE and going to AEW. Like, just stop. Just like, it's so.
And why did they get taken away? Because they came out and said the truth. So what was the reason why Roman's dates were gone?
It was a clerical error. That's what
Weird,
it was.
huh?
They never should have
Weird,
announced the dates, and like that, like them putting the dates out there was he was taking time off. He was not going. He's
like
not
he
going to
always
be
does.
at the Saudi Arabia show. But that doesn't mean he's not going to be full time. He's just not like CM Punk is technically a full time wrestler.
Yep.
Right now, but he's not wrestling at Backlash. Cody Rhodes is a full time wrestler who's the WWE Undisputed Champion. He's not at Backlash. That doesn't mean that they're going to be wrestling at all the major events.
Mm-hmm. It's just stupidity. But what can you do, man?
Yeah.
If you're one of those people, we still love you, but just be smarter, right? Let's just be smarter.
And then shout out to the New Day, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, gone from WWE. Can't wait to see where they go next.
They needed to anyway. Bailey needs to be next. So
yeah. There's a few others.
Yes,
Johnny
sir.
Gargano. There's a few others.
Also, really quick, sorry, with the New Day thing, I know it's a different subject. I saw so many people talking about how the WWE like dropped the ball with the New Day, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. You cannot say that a company failed a professional wrestler with the accolades of the New Day. I don't even have to go through them. Just Google them. For you to say the New Day like had the ball dropped on them, you are a moron. The New Day have been around for how long now? I'm sorry they're not getting put on TV as much as they should be at the moment, but they are. I don't even want to go through it. It's just stupidity.
They did.
People are just so dumb.
In their
Kofi Kingston
defense,
was a world champion for crying out loud. I don't care how he lost it. Like let's stop with they dropped what ball? What else could they have done? And they literally have accomplished everything. There's nothing else for them to accomplish.
In their defense, they did ruin the New Day's heel turn. Like that was a moment that was fantastic. The turn that we all saw coming, nobody saw coming, and then they just didn't do anything with it. They never got physical with Big E. It just didn't they didn't really do anything with it afterwards. So
AEW dropped the ball on MJF's babyface turn. Does that mean?
No, I agree.
No,
they're not.
That could be anything.
Yeah, I'm just talking about that heel turn that was so epic and was so done. It was done beautifully. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They dropped the ball on that, but everything else with the New Day, absolutely not. They were fantastic. And the thing is they shouldn't have even been a group. Vince McMahon brought them in to be like what, God preachers or something. They were like a gospel group or something, and then they transitioned into the. They
just got booed. They were good guys. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they transitioned into the fun-loving New Day that we all know and love today. So they turned chicken shit into chicken salad, and it worked beautifully.
Yes, they did.
And they had a fantastic career.
How many factions that were together as long as the New Day? Exactly 0.
Yeah.
No one got the ball dropped.
And they never broke up.
Let's get into our predictions. Yeah, never. All right, first matchup. This is gonna be after rest in peace to the gingerbread man. He's no longer with us. So this will be after that devastating funeral. Trick Willie defending his U.S. championship against Sami Zayn. So, Mr. Not Sami Zayn, who do you got winning this match?
I think Trick Willie's going to retain. I think it's obvious. You're not going to have Trick Williams win the title at WrestleMania just to lose it at Backlash to Sami Zayn in the opening match on ESPN. I do think that this is going to continue. I don't think he turns in this match. If you consider maybe he has turned already, I don't consider that a heel. I think it's the start, but I think he's going to lean more bad guy-ish in this match, Sami Zayn that is, and then this is going to lead to him turning full on heel, probably the next episode of SmackDown. But Trick Williams wins and retains, and it leads to Sami Zayn's heel turn.
That's exactly what I think, word for word. Trick Willie wins. This is the end of Sami Zayn. Him and Cody will have another interaction where it's going to pee him off. He's going to be just like not Sami Zayn, and old man yells at clouds. Yeah, and then
That's right.
That'll be it. Yep. So Trick Willie wins. Sami moves on. All right, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Bron. I have awful hair breaker. Who do you got?
This one's hard because I think Braun Breaker needs to win big time over Seth Rollins. But I also think, we go with WWE logic, right? Where Seth Rollins got destroyed on more than one occasion on Monday Night Raw by Braun Breaker. And that tells me by all intents and purposes that Seth Rollins is going to win at Backlash on Saturday. But I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker wins, and I think Bronson Reed comes back and costs Seth Rollins the match. We're going to think Seth Rollins is about to win, and then the numbers game gets to him because Bronson Reed returns, takes him out with some tsunamis, and then Braun Breaker gets the win. Or Seth wins by like DQ because of Bronson Reed's interference. But either way, Bronson Reed's returning.
Yeah, I got the same. The only way a guy who dominates before the PLE or gets dominated doesn't win the match, like Seth Rollins in this case, is by somebody costing him that match to make it even double more, and then they'll have a third or a rematch later on in the future, probably SummerSlam. But yeah, I got Braun Breaker about to lose with the return of one Bronson Reed. It's time for him to come back. I know he was at WrestleMania. I'm assuming he's healthy and ready to go. So yeah, I got Braun Breaker winning with the help of Bronson Reed as well.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right, we got IYO SKY versus I Have No More Friends, Asuka. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with IYO SKY. I think she deserves a win. She got taken off the WrestleMania card or left off the WrestleMania card, and a lot of fans thought that she deserved to have the match at WrestleMania, and Asuka too. I think IYO SKY gets the win here. I don't think there's any shenanigans. I don't think anybody turns. I don't think there's any return, or I don't think Rhea Ripley gets involved or anything, or the rest of the other half of the Kabuki Warriors aren't going to get involved. But I think it's going to be IYO SKY getting the win.
Yeah, we're matching. I think with Kairi Sane leaving too or getting let go, Asuka really has nothing to do right now. I think she'll have to reinvent herself as well. So yeah, I think IYO SKY's got this win here. IYO SKY with the good victory. And I think you're right. I think this might be match of the night.
Oh yeah, this is going to steal the show. Event. Yeah.
All right, we got your favorite wrestler, the number one merch seller in all of WWE, Danhausen.
Give him credit for that.
Heck yeah, with a mystery partner versus The Miz and Kit Wilson. Who's the mystery partner and who do you got winning? And I gotta say, Danhausen's, the way he delivers these stupid lines is pretty darn good. Like even when Nick Aldis was like, well, if you want the match, you're gonna have to find a partner. He goes, that's work. Like it's just hilarious shit. Like just really, really funny. Goes by the Cybertruck. Spaceship. He must be rich. And they're just like really good lines. Human Money's $400 when he had stacks of $100 bills. Good stuff. Yeah. But anyway, mystery partner and who's winning?
Yeah, Danhausen is definitely growing on me. I didn't like him at first. I thought he was a little too much, but now, have you seen the Backlash thing he's done? The Backlash promo, which I think that's pretty funny too. I mean, he's just
picking who he's gonna. Hey, $400 human for whoever wants to team up with him.
Or no, not that one, but the one that says where it's like it shows Shawn Michaels' face.
Yeah, it's like Backlash. The old Backlash. Yeah.
And then Triple H, Backlash. And then there's Danhausen, Backlash. It's just it's so funny. It's such good stuff. Rob Van Dam's in there. Edge is on there. Like so many people. Gene Schnitzky's on there.
Yes,
yeah. Such good stuff. But and then there's Danhausen redoing it. So the hint that they've given is that the mystery partner is somebody that likes money. And so and the betting favorite right now in I think it's the Vegas odds are saying that it's
not funny.
Is that it's CM Punk that is going to be his partner, which I get that they're friends and I get that, but to me that would be like a huge step down for CM Punk going from the WrestleMania Night 2 main event to this. I just don't see it. But he didn't come here to make friends. He came here to make money. So I could see that. I could also see the mystery partner being somebody like Jelly Roll, who was supposed to have a tag team match at Backlash with Cody Rhodes against Pat McAfee and Randy Orton, and that got squashed. But before he was doing all that, he was working with The Miz and Kit Wilson in some segments. So I could see him coming out and doing that. But I'm gonna go a different route. I think Danhausen's mystery partner is Elton Prince, the other half of Pretty Deadly. I think he's going to bring him back, and Kit Wilson's going to look like he's seen a ghost, and this is going to be the beginning of the end of another tag team in WWE that I really, really like in Pretty Deadly, because Danhausen and Elton Prince are going to get the win over Kit Wilson in The Miz, and Pretty Deadly's going to be done.
All right. I think Danhausen wins no matter who it is. That's number one. The mystery partner, I think it is CM Punk. I think it's so obvious that it's true. I think this match is going to go 2 minutes. CM Punk's not going to have to do much. CM Punk, I think, brought Danhausen into the WWE. CM Punk and Danhausen have always been super close friends since AEW. I think CM Punk loves money. He has stated it numerous times. I think it's CM Punk. And I think Punk comes out, lays these two out, Miz and Kit Wilson, very easily, very quickly, tags Danhausen, who just runs in and pins them or whatever, and that's it. He might curse them right beforehand or something, but yeah, I say CM Punk. It's a nice little surprise, gives people something to tune into to Backlash and a little excitement to have the former world champion. He hasn't been on TV for a couple weeks, but yeah, I'll go with him. If not, I can see Kit Wilson's old partner being it, but or even someone like Royce Keys just for fun, just because he has nothing to do and he's new. But yeah, I'm going with CM Punk.
Yeah, I think that's more likely who it's going to be. I also saw somewhere today that it might be Stephen A. Smith.
No,
because he cursed him a few weeks ago or something. I don't know. Yeah. But and there was a report out there that TKO wants to work with Stephen A. Smith in WWE. So maybe this,
but not in the ring. I think he'll just be, because he's good on the mic. I mean, whether you like Stephen A. or not, he knows how to talk. So
he does. Yeah. But yeah, it's not Stephen A. Smith, and it's not John Cena. I've seen that too. John Cena is going to come out of retirement and be Danhausen's mystery partner. That's not happening
because he's there already. No.
Yeah. No. It's either going to be Punk, Jelly Roll, or Elton Prince. Those are my three picks.
All right. You think this is going right before, huh? Makes sense. All right, main event time.
I think after that match, we'll have the John Cena announcement.
Yeah.
Where he announces something that's going to shake the landscape of the WWE forever. And so stupid. But
it's that he's also going to AEW with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, TKO made him take a 50% pay cut, and that's why he's out there.
They did John Cena dirty, man.
I know.
All right, we got Roman AEW Reigns defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu. This match can go quite a few ways. Who do you got?
It's going to be the Samoan screw job right here, and Roman's going to leave with the title. But WWE's actually going to let him leave with the title. They're going to say, "Take that belt to AEW. We don't care." And it's going to be the most prized possession. It's another title in AEW. Tony Khan will be salivating at the mouth.
Another title in AEW. They're going to defend it on AEW. Yeah. Not until they get those copyrights.
Until they get the Darby Allin. But no, in all seriousness, Roman Reigns is retaining the championship. It's not a matter of if, it's how. The Usos have been acting a little shady lately. They were on SmackDown and they got destroyed by the MFTs. And then on Raw, they do an interview where they go into before they go into Roman's locker room of all places. They're like, yeah, we're here to make sure that, we're here to keep the peace. And if anything happens between the OTC and Jacob Fatu, we're going to step in. And then something happened between Jacob Fatu and the OTC, and they didn't step in. They weren't there. So I have a feeling that they're going to factor into this decision somehow. And I still feel like they're mentioning Solo a lot. So I feel like Solo might have play a factor in this decision somehow. And I'm thinking they're going to reveal that who the attacker was of Jacob Fatu, and I think it's going to be Solo that comes out and plays a video clip, and they're going to show that it was Jimmy Uso who attacked Jacob Fatu, and then they're going to attack Jacob, and they're going to cost Jacob the match, and then Roman's going to get the win. But Roman's going to be all confused as to why they attacked Jacob when they didn't make that decision. Was Jay in on this? What's going on? And it's going to cause more dissension between Roman and the Usos.
All right. I like it. I think Roman wins no matter what. There's 3 scenarios. Number 1, like you said, it's either Jimmy or Jay. One of them somehow is the attacker of Jacob Fatu. Number 2, Roman just wins clean. Jacob has a hell of a match, kicks his butt for 25 minutes. Roman finds a way to win at the last second. Respect, shake hands. Jacob's a bigger man now. Roman continues on to being the champion. Or 3, we find out the real attacker was one Zilla Fatu. And we finally get to debut, and he helps Roman win. Roman talked about it in their little contract signing on Monday Night Raw, where he said something about Solo brought you in, and I brought Solo in, which means I basically brought you in. And I think they're bringing a lot up about who's bringing who in, Bloodline with the Usos and this and that. We lost a couple Bloodline members, which was a little odd. So maybe we're making room for another one. Maybe they needed that 50% pay cuts into 100% pay cut so they can give Zilla Fatu a 50% pay cut in his WWE debut. So those are my 3 options. I don't know how I would rank them, but I think those are really the only 3 choices. I know you're going to say that's every option. Not really. No, but yeah, nonetheless, Roman wins. Yeah, Jacob wins. That's an option, but that ain't happening. So yeah, but that's it. That's what I think.
The other option is option 4, which is probably the WWE option, which is a masked man comes out and attacks Jacob Fatu and costs him the match. He's wearing a hoodie, wearing a mask, and we're playing that game. And who is it? Who was that? The attacker of Jacob Fatu? Who is it? We'll find out on 3 episodes from now on Monday Night Raw. So Triple H loves doing that. He loves a mystery attacker.
Don't be shocked that it's LA Knight. LA Knight could have been the one who attacked him, and he appears. Yeah. And LA Knight has nothing to do. I'm telling you, and he's been having the whole him and the Usos and this and that. Could have been him who attacked Jacob. So don't count out LA Knight.
He needs something, and I think it would be a good career refresher for him to go heel. So, but either way, Roman's retaining. It's not a matter of if, it's how. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we'll find out more about the Usos and their involvement.
Yes, I think we will. 100%. All right, there it is. That is our WWE Backlash Tampa. You didn't get WrestleMania. Oh, no, they're not the ones who didn't get WrestleMania.
No, it's New Orleans. Yeah, they got Money in the Bank instead.
Woo! Money.
A September Money in the Bank. It's not even a summer Money in the Bank.
No, it's not. Yeah, what the heck is going on here? So dumb. But anyway, I'm excited for John Cena to announce that in 2 years, WrestleMania will be on the moon. So that's
going to be back exciting. They'll announce it that it's back in Las Vegas. That's exactly what they're going to
do. Vegas again. It's been a hit. We got to go there a third time in 4 years.
Going to go to Saudi and then Vegas, baby.
Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. But anyway, there you have it. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you think we're right or wrong. And as always, if you just want to hear me yappity yap, I'm on all your social media at my_wrestling_opinion. And with me, as always, is
Ryan. Enjoys wrestling on all your social media platforms, so go follow me over there. We are on X at 2DudesPC. Twitch at 2Dudes_with-attitudes, Instagram 2Dudes with-attitudes podcast, right here on YouTube, where we're kind of starting to blow up a little bit at 2Dudes with-attitudes, and on TikTok at 2Dudes with-attitudes as well. So go follow us on all the social media platforms. And then if you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify or any other audio platform, we are in the top 10% of all listened to wrestling podcasts. Help us climb up the ranks and get us into that top 5%, that top 1%. Every little bit counts. And the way to do that is leaving 5-star ratings and reviews, subscribing, and telling everyone about your favorite 2 dudes on the internet. Because they the twos and we the ones.
You got
I
it.
got.
You had to
I messed
work
that all
hard.
up. Yeah, I know. I
It's
messed
all
that
good.
all up.
Good.
Yeah.
Two dudes, wolf pack. We out.
Two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ron and Denton, they here to get your attention. A 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E, the two dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat.